The AC just turned on since I started recording, kind of funny. But hello everyone, it is me, Yi King, and we're back with an unboxing today. We got from Transformers Age of the Primes, Voyager class, Rescue Bot Heatwave. And yeah, I remember talking about this last year, saying that when it's Legacy Night, saying supposedly there was a leaked Heatwave coming next year for next tournament, and it looked like it was right. It was Heatwave, because I really want to try getting the Rescue Bots. But according to the leaked listings, there won't be any for at least the Age of the Primes, so we gotta wait till the next tournament to see if we can get Border and Blades. Unless it comes in a Generation Selects next year, who knows. Which if it does, I don't mind that either. I would happily pay it. But yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I really enjoy Chase, and I'm going to enjoy Heatwave. I'll say what it uses when we get to it, but yeah, I mean, so you have the open window, because I gotta be off to the side. I mean, it still does reflect, but you know. Over here, it shows like Heatwave, and then what he transforms into, obviously being a fire truck, which I really did want to get Inferno as well for a fire truck, but he's too expensive. He costs the price of a leader class in the aftermarket. He's not on Amazon. Yeah, you sometimes bite the bullet when you get into collecting late. Let's see. We look up here. It just says Rescue Bot Heatwave, which I know for the Chase, it said Rescue Bot Universe because that's how they advertise in Legacy United. So if you was released in Age of Primes, it probably would also say Rescue Bot. Made by Hasbro. Flip up here, just says his name with the TT logo. Flip over here. You feel free to pause, but it just says to R1 with some fellow primes. It says Voyager class in multiple languages, which I'm not going to try. Apologies if you can't see well. I know it's sunny out, but should be fine. But here's another picture of Heatwave. Flip down here, we have our beautiful barcode, and what's included is a figure in 3 pieces. Flip back here. It tells you it takes 29 steps, go from robot mode to fire truck mode. And yeah, pretty cool. Alright, well, let's pop it open. Always be careful using scissors or anything sharp, especially if you're a youngin'. Apologies if you don't see it all the way. Usually it is to keep the blinds closed, and if I kept the blind closed, it would have been too dark, and I would have had to turn on the flash. And no, not the superhero. Gotcha. Alright, there we go. Am I missing anything? Nope. That's that. Tilt. Let's just slide everything off to the side real quick. So we have our little mumbo jumbo paper, which just says warning choking hazard and multiple languages and some other stuff. If you were to open, okay, I don't make it for this piece of paper, so whatever. Then we have his instruction booklet right here, which let's take a look at. HSA Plus, I forgot to point that out. I guess you gotta take off the ladders, but I know. Okay, so it does use the bulkhead mode, and I know it's breakdown and the 2 versions of bulkhead we got, you keep the thing on. So I'm just gonna keep it on. But here are the steps. Oh, maybe you do got parts for him. Because like right here. Oh, we'll come to that conclusion when we get to it. I'll just keep the instructions off to the side. Alright, now we play our favorite game, the counting game. See how many pieces of plastic strips we have. 1, 2. That's it. Three. I can get it. 4. 5, 6, because that's a double. 8, 9. Alright. Nine. 10, 11. So 4 minus 11 is a number. Actually, I have a calculator, don't I? 11 minus 4. Okay, so for the robot himself, he has 7 plastic strips, but for everything in total, it's 11 plastic strips. I just like to count for fun, that's all. And then be very bad at math. Sprinkle. Actually, I'll just stand you up. Wow, you look amazing. Well, first things first. He has like a little, yeah, he uses the bulkhead mold, like the fine bulkhead mold. So you take his ladder bit and, okay, so I think it has to be Pacific. Yeah, so you see these little ends, they face towards his legs, or these face towards his head, and you just stick it into there. You know, to kind of represent his ladder and robot mode. And then he comes with like his little power up and energized weapons, like how Chase comes with a claw. I do remember him using this in the show, but I don't remember him using this. Of course, he probably did like once or twice, but I know he uses this a lot more often, so that's why I probably remember it.
You heard him. Let's move, team. Power up and energize.
Yeah. And unlike Chase, they got one piece, so you don't have to like struggle to get it together or slide it into his hand, because I remember that was taking a bit while. Hey, well, now he's powered up and energized. So if we go over the figure, he does have light piping, I think it's called, which just means like he has a clear part on top of his head, so if you shine the light through it, you can see his eyes, because the rescue bots in the show, like when they're by other people until the last season, because everybody knew their identity, they have like little masks that will cover the eyes to make it seem like they're more robotic. So yeah, but he does actually have eyes, which is pretty cool. I thought this would have been just like one solid piece, but good on them. Where did your axe go? Oh, it's behind you. It's blue. It blends into my playmat. There you go. Seems like one arm's a bit loose than the other. Cause like this is fine, but this one's a little bit out. There we go. But yeah, I do know like it shows his robot fist like here and here, but I mean it makes sense because how he transforms is his fist go on top of there. But maybe as a leader they could have done it, but I don't know if you can do that at a Voyager scale. But yeah, I feel like for blades, if we do get blades, I feel like if they want to save money, they reprint it from either Vortex or Shard, because those are some recent helicopter bots at deluxe scale, because I feel like blades would be deluxe. And then Boulder, I feel like he would have to be a Voyager, and we don't. Well, at least it's been like forever since we got in a bulldozer at Voyager class, or I don't know if we even got one at Voyager class. So he'd probably be a new mold or heavy retooled from something else to make into like a bulldozer. But yeah, pretty cool. I really love this out in my collection, and he's gonna probably be my standard Voyager. Like if I need something to be just a simple Voyager, I will pick him because I usually just have classic deluxes, but nothing really at the Voyager scale. But he'll probably start coming in. But yeah, he's really cool. Of course, one little nitpick I do have with the Rescue Bot stuff is they just use the basic Autobot logo. They don't have the Rescue Bot thing there. It's a tiny little nitpick of me because, you know, they're known as the Rescue Bot, so it would be nice if they actually had the Rescue Bot logo, but they don't. But yeah. Let's go with the articulation. So his head is very expressive, as you see, like a very expressive ball joint. His ladder is kind of on a peg, so you technically have ladder articulation. Arms, they can do a full 360. They can go out that far. They feel a bit stiff. I mean, I just got this thing, so they probably loosen up over time. Oh, why does that feel tight? He has a bicep swivel. Bicep bend. He has a waist swivel. Is it like just that on? This one feels a little bit tighter than this one, so who knows? But then again, he has a waist articulation. He has an ab crunch. His legs. I'm gonna do this one because it's a bit easier on the figure. His legs can kick. They can kick out this far, but when you push a little bit more, it does hit the arm, but it doesn't actually go out this far, so it's not like his arm's impeding. The legs can kick out that far. They can kick back that far. Actually, let's just see, because I know a lot is blocking it. Okay, I don't know if a lot is blocking it, but I think my people go up a little bit higher because of the light not being in the way. Oh yeah, I did that part already. You have the leg swivel, nothing at the knees. You do have a knee band, which is a little bit under 90. Oh, it feels tight. You do have ankle toe, which is nice. Nothing at the feet though. I guess a common issue is his arm's not cooperating. But whatever, I mean, it's a simple plug-in. Alright, slide you back. Alright, let's go over those size comparisons. But before we do go over the size comparisons, if you want to know my thoughts and opinions on the size comparison featured in this video, I will have a link to the video in the description down below and the icon up above in case you folks want to pause the video and go watch the video and then come back, finish this one, or finish this video and then go watch them, whatever you want to do. Well, I may not have the whole team, but I do have bots that share the mold of the team, so we're going to make do with that. So, up first we have from the Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, Deluxe Class Bone Crusher. Yeah, he's a Voyager, so he's going to beat everybody, because, spoiler, they're all going to be Deluxes. I do wonder, though, because I know in the show they're all the same height, so I do wonder why Heatwave's a Voyager while Chase's a Deluxe. Like, you know, and if Boulder and Blades are both Deluxes, then the only reason is why they made Heatwave Voyager is because he's the leader, so you want them to be taller. But I do feel like Boulder will be a Voyager as well, and I could definitely see Blades being a Deluxe. Up next, we have from Transformers Legacy United from the Infinite universe, Deluxe Class Shard. I was gonna bring out Sandstorm, but I mean, like, it's just hard because he's triple changer, so I gotta, like, really commit, because, like, I gotta transform him, then I gotta transform him again, and then again, you know? The only problem with triple changes is I really have to be deciding on if I want to do it or not. And this is a Rescue Bot video, so of course I had to. I mean, I could probably include them at Rescue Bot Optimus Prime now that I think about it, but I decided to just include them in at least alt mode wise. But we do have from Transformers Legacy Night yet again. Rescue Bot's Universal Deluxe Class Chase. I had to include him, otherwise this would feel like a slap in the face. Trust me, I remember I was like, I have to include Chase if I do this video. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright, let's get him prepped for firefighter mode, or I guess fire truck mode. One thing I forgot to mention was I was very hyped for this release when it was announced, so that's one thing. But honestly, first thing first, you gotta take off the pieces, and since you got actually parts form, you do need to take this off. So it will be parts formed in the video, so I'll just have it off by default, or well, you know, keep it on and take it off, or just keep it off. But yeah, so just move those extra bits off to the side, bring back in Heatwave. And put the instructions right here. So step one, you just want to bring that up. Step two, you want to disengage the arms. And then for the third step, you want to what do you want to do? Nope. Feels like I'm flexing it. Alright, so then what's next is you're supposed to like engage your arms, so I just twist them a little bit, but it's just not to because that's forcing the plastic. But you're supposed to raise up his cab, bring down his head, of course make sure it's straight. Then what? Oops. Alright, I gotta see what I'm doing. So it turns out I'm stupid and I can't read because they even showed the instructions, but there's a little flap underneath that you're supposed to do instead, not one from up top. But yeah, you do that and you just pop it up. You hear a little click. I guess you want to take this, bend it backwards. My camera would ever show it. Okay, and you're supposed to bring in the arms. And clip them in. Are they supposed to clip? Okay, well, it looks fine, so. Okay, never mind, yeah, they're supposed to clip in together. Then you're supposed to bend the biceps. Like this. Make sure they're like even. Then what you're supposed to do is just slide, just kind of feed them through. Yeah, so you feed in the arms, clip over the hood, so you make the front of the truck. Then what? Oh, okay, that's weird. Alright, so you take this bit and you just want to make it flat, right? Yeah, okay, so fix up the legs. So stuff is like this. Then what do you want to do? You want to press it forward, which is weird. I don't Thank you. Okay, so it's just supposed to snap. So you snap that off and do what? Make it flat. Well, how does this help? Okay, now I know how it helps. Because you're supposed to bend it in like that, but not yet. Alright, well I did that step by accident, but you're supposed that piece is just supposed to be hanging there, but you're supposed to tuck it into there. But I did it by accident already. What are you supposed to do with his legs? Are you just like supposed to twist them or something? I don't understand, because like look at the steps. You do that, then this. I don't know what they want. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm stupid, like always. But what you're supposed to do is bring it in. Well, it shows it in. So bring it in. You want to fold up the heels, because I guess that's what they want. I don't know, I'm following a video guide, so it's a little bit off, but as long as it gets the job done, then it's whatever. Oh, I get it now. It's telling you even the instructions supposed to bend like that. So you want to like bend the legs. I said bend. I said bend the legs. You're basically trying to make it flat so the wheels touch the ground. I'm trying to test, but who knows. Oh, I guess that's why. So then you have clearance, but you do that. So you open up this part because they're like this. So you open that. Then you're supposed to swing this out because they're on ball joints. So do that real quick. Close them back up because it's going to be a tab slot for them. So you do that. Well, you can probably move this out of the way so you can get them in. So you plug in the canisters. Then it's supposed to just line them up. Oh, that did not sound good. Well, luckily it's on a ball joint. That means I have to open it back up. Alright. So you're supposed to have it like this so far, but I'm going to keep it like that bent up just for personal preference. Then what you want to do is connect the legs together like that. Then it says you're supposed to bring in the legs and clip them into the holes right there with this. Then what you want to do next is take your ladder and you see these grooves, they're gonna go into here. I think it's probably for the best you fold it up anyways. I mean, like, there's enough clearance to get it in and out anyways. Alright, there you go. Not really though. There we go, it's supposed to clip in. You take the legs, and the legs are supposed to like snap into the ladder, so move them up. It's really interesting progress. Yeah, how are the feet supposed to go? Oh, I said they're supposed to because there's a little groove meant for them, so. Alright, so you plug in the feet to the ladder. Throw that down, because why not? And then, just for storage, for your little energizer pieces, where did you go? You fell. There you go. Oh, okay. They got like tabs. You see, like, they got tabs. They're supposed to go into there for storage. Don't try to force it. And yeah, there you go. There's Heatwave in his own mode. How does it roll? That is just something. I mean, I think because of this, it's not really rolling well. Like, if these clips went there, it probably would roll pretty well, so that's unfortunate. But, yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty cool. It's a solid fire truck. You know, like, I really love the rescue bot stuff because I grew up with it. So I picked this figure up because A, it's cool, and B, I grew up with rescue bot. Like, even if I didn't go with rescue bots, I still would have picked it up because it's so Jenny, just looks cool. So, you know, that works. Like, it would have been pick up regardless. But there's a little bit of a nostalgia factor because I did grow up to the show. So it's really nice that that's giving us, like mainline figures because, you know, I guess because the kids who grew up with it are grown up now, so they probably want actual articulated steps and be just like little flimsy one steps. Of course, like I said, the only thing I ever had from Rescue Bots was an Optimus Prime, which you see from time to time in boxings and reviews. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think it's supposed to roll better, but I think I just suck, so that's probably why. But you know. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool that this is translucent. I mean, I kind of figured it was going to be translucent, but I also didn't mind if it was like solid plastic. But, you know, pretty awesome. It does feel like a good brick. It does use the bulkhead mode, like I said from time to time, like the Transformers Prime bulkhead mode, which was used for, obviously, Prime bulkhead. Prime bulkhead again, but part of the Vecca collection during Transformers Legacy that was Amazon exclusive. Yet again for Breakdown, which is part of a different Amazon exclusive set, and then now again for Heatwave says this is the fourth time the mold been used. But it was like really a genuine. I think it's like I don't know how much a retool it is because with Bulkhead from the Amazon, it's just a recolor. Breakdown is recolor a different head. I think this one actually has a little bit of differences, so it's a bit more of a retool, but it still uses the mold. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's do some size comparisons. And I apologize for the background noise, you can hear it. Nothing I can do about that. So that's why I'm talking louder. Because people like to talk loud and the sound travels. But yeah, up first we have from Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, Deluxe Class Bone Crusher. Pretty cool. Up next we have from Transformers Legacy United, Infinite Universe, Deluxe Class Shard. Pretty cool. Oh, well, okay, I guess I didn't do tail the right way, but yeah, there we go, now it's folded down. Sometimes I have a hard time clipping the legs in. Oh, I just noticed there's some, like, ports on the holes right here, so I guess you could, like, well, I guess it's, like, for different storage, because I did realize there's, like, ports right here, so you could plug them on for a different way to store if you want them, so it's a bit more easier for the firefighters to access, I guess. But yeah, pretty cool. Here they are. Then lastly, we have from Transformers Legacy United yet again, Deluxe Class Rescue Bots Universe Chase, which is pretty cool. I guess I suck at this, but you know, whatever. Yeah, pretty cool. 2 out of the 4. It would be pretty cool when it's like out of 4. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I really love this thing. So it'd probably be like a standard Voyager stand-in, because I usually just rely on deluxes, but you know, for a bigger buff, I just need something random. I would buy Heatwave because he's simple enough to do, so you know, he's a simple Voyager. Like, he has lots of steps, but it's simple, so it's fun. Like, I know people like complex transformations, but I'm okay if it's like semi-complex, semi-simple. I don't want complex, so then I'm probably just going to transform like once or twice. But yeah, that's been my look at Transformers Age of the Primes Rescue Bot Heatwave. I'd like to thank you folks for watching this Transformers unboxing. If folks did enjoy the unboxing, give you a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below if you made this far into the video. Comment your favorite rescue bot out of main for. Or if you want, you could just name a favorite from the show general, but to make it simple in case you don't know, there's Heatwave, a fire truck, boulder, a bulldozer, blades, a helicopter, and chase a police car for the main floor if you want to make it simple. Or just leave a comment in general and I'll apply them as fast as I can. And subscribe, hit the bell so you be notified whenever I drop a new video /short/stream. But until next time, toodles!